So what's the difference between a guide and a spirit guide? Has this ever occurred to you? Stick around and let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Veronica and welcome to the Wholeness Shift. If this is your first time here, welcome. I teach people about easy, practical spirituality. I help you navigate your spiritual awakening, and I try to break down these spiritual concepts in a very easy to navigate way. So if this interests you, please hit the subscribe button below because I wouldn't want you to miss out on anything good. And just a reminder that there's only a couple of weeks left to schedule for a coaching session with me if you would like to take advantage of the holiday sale that's going on. So until the end of the year, any coaching session is only $99. And so if you would like to spend some time with me picking my brain and asking me questions and letting me help you navigate this spiritual awakening, let me identify any barriers or blocks in your life, just whatever individually you have going on or questions that you have about your spiritual awakening, schedule some time, get some mentorship from me, and I would love to work with you. And another reminder that if you would like to join the membership for this channel, on my main page, my main YouTube channel, next to the subscribe button, there's a join button. You click that and then you choose which tier you would like to join, and you can get live events, you get extra content, affirmations, all kinds of things. So I am aware that there's an issue with anybody who has an Apple device. They don't have access to the join button. It's very frustrating, and I'm not sure why that is, but it's a known issue between YouTube and Apple. Very frustrating. So apparently the only way around this is to get onto a laptop or a computer or some type of an Android device, to log into your YouTube account one time, hit the join button, and then log out. You never have to go back on that device again if you don't want to. You just need that device to get access to the join button. After that, you can access everything else from your Apple device. It's frustrating and weird. It is what it is. I'm trying to get answers from YouTube, but they have not responded to me yet. So anyways, I know that there are a lot of you, at least a dozen of you, who have told me that you would like to join, but you can't. So it is what it is. But with that being said, we've had a blast over in this membership. We've had a couple of live events together and had a really great time chatting and learning. And next month in December, one of the live events, we're going to be doing an Ask SPOME session and all kinds of stuff. So anyways, if you would like to join, we welcome you, and go hit that button. Okay, so what's the difference between a guide and a spirit guide? Did you ever think that there was a difference? Did you ever know that? You know, for years, ever since I've started teaching on this, I've struggled to articulate what I mean between the two. I didn't have the wording, it didn't click in my brain. And I would always just try to distinguish between, your ET guides or your ethereal guides and but recently somewhere, I think I heard it somewhere, a podcast or somewhere. I heard it somewhere. I heard someone distinguish between the two in a way that just clicked with me, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So the difference between a guide and a spirit guide really just comes down to whether or not that being is currently incarnated somewhere. You have your ethereal guides, like SPOME is an ethereal guide. He is a spirit guide because he is not incarnated anywhere. He is in spirit. He's in heaven, as you might say. Or do you know what I'm talking about? He's on the other side. Then I have multiple guides who are ET guides or alien guides or extra dimensional guides, extraterrestrial guides, however you want to put it. They are guides that are physically incarnated in some dimension higher than mine, who are acting as one of my guides. So they are guides, and anyone not incarnated are spirit guides. So with guides, you want to think extraterrestrial, and in my experience, they tend to communicate with you telepathically or energetically via the astral plane. Guides tend to be a much more physical experience, at least for me. If you're clairsentient, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like when you feel an alien or an ET guide's energy versus when you feel a spirit guide's energy, totally different. Like any kind of an ET guide will have very dense, heavier, more physical energy, and spirit guides tend to feel way more airy and ethereal. So in my experience, your guides tend to deal more with the lower 3 chakras and help there. And the lower 3 are way more physical. They deal with the physical reality of being an earth human. Your spirit guides, on the other hand, tend to work mainly with your upper 4 chakras, and they deal more on a consciousness level than a physical level. Guides work with your energy, and spirit guides do too, but it tends to be way more of a higher experience. It's more about expanding your consciousness. Those lower 3 chakras and what your guides work with you on typically deal with a much more physical experience, physical reality of being a human. The upper 4 chakras that your spirit guides deal with tend to be way more of a consciousness situation, consciousness level. They deal with expanding your consciousness, opening up your gifts, helping to inspire you and motivate you to complete your life path and to heal different things and to connect with the divine and with your higher self. If you haven't seen it yet, you'd probably really benefit from watching my video on how to communicate with your spirit guides. I will link to that below. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and the like button because it helps my channel out so much. All right, keep your heart open and let love guide you. Until next time.